Question 1. In the context of building chatbots with Claude, what is the primary purpose of the system prompt? Option A. To specify the maximum number of tokens Claude should generate in a response. Option B. To define the chatbot's persona, rules of engagement, and objectives. Option C. To manage the external tools Claude can call during a conversation. Option D. To store the entire conversational history for context management. Here's the explanation. The study material explicitly states that the system prompt is a crucial initial instruction provided to Claude that defines the chatbot's persona, rules of engagement, objectives, and any specific constraints or guidelines it must follow throughout the conversation. Question 2. When a Claude-powered chatbot utilizes tool use, function calling, what is the correct sequence of events after Claude identifies the need for an external function? Option A. Claude executes the tool directly and integrates the result into its response. Option B. The chatbot application outputs a "tool _use block", Claude executes it, and sends the result back. Option C. Claude outputs a "tool _use block", the chatbot application executes the tool and feeds the "tool _result" back to Claude. Option D. The user is prompted to execute the tool, and the result is manually provided to Claude. The correct answer is Claude outputs a "tool _use block", the chatbot application executes the tool, and feeds the "tool _result" back to Claude. Here's the explanation. The How it works section and exam tips clearly state that Claude times suggests the tool by outputting a "tool _use block", and the asterisk application times then executes it and feeds the "tool _result" back to Claude for further processing. Question 3. How do Claude-based chatbots fundamentally differ from traditional rule-based or keyword-matching chatbots? Option A. Claude-based chatbots are limited to a fixed set of predefined responses. Option B. Traditional chatbots can maintain complex conversational context over long dialogues, unlike Claude. Option C. Claude-based chatbots leverage LLMs for deeper natural language understanding and generative capabilities, moving beyond rigid rules. Option D. Traditional chatbots primarily use an API for programmatic interaction, while Claude chatbots do not. The correct answer is Claude-based chatbots leverage LLMs for deeper natural language understanding and generative capabilities, moving beyond rigid rules. Here's the explanation. The Comparison-Related Concepts section highlights that traditional systems are highly predictable but brittle. They struggle with ambiguity, novel queries, and maintaining complex contexts, whereas Claude offers far greater flexibility, natural language understanding, and generative capabilities. Question 4. What is the primary distinction between a general-purpose LLM, like raw Claude, and a task-specific agent in agentic development? Option A. A general-purpose LLM can only generate text, while a task-specific agent can understand images. Option B. A task-specific agent is an orchestration layer built around an LLM, adding a defined persona, planning capabilities, and tool access for specialized tasks. Option C. A general-purpose LLM has a larger context window than any task-specific agent. Option D. Task-specific agents are always open source, whereas general-purpose LLMs are proprietary. The correct answer is a task-specific agent is an orchestration layer built around an LLM, adding a defined persona, planning capabilities, and tool access for specialized tasks. Here's the explanation. A general-purpose LLM is the core text generator. A task-specific agent is a system built around times the LLM, providing it with a persona, instructions, tools, and an iterative workflow to excel at a particular class of tasks beyond simple text generation. Question 5. For a task-specific agent designed to perform actions like querying a database, running code, or interacting with a Claude API, which component is most critical to its functionality? Option A. A specialized persona and system prompt that defines its role. Option B. The ability to manage Claude's large context window effectively. Option C. Robust tool integration and orchestration capabilities. Option D. An iterative planning and execution module for self-correction. The correct answer is robust tool integration and orchestration capabilities. Here's the explanation. While all options are important features, the ability to utilize and orchestrate external tools is what allows an agent to perform actions beyond Claude's text generation capabilities, such as interacting with databases, running code, or calling APIs. Claude provides the reasoning, but the tools provide the action. Question 6. In the development of a task-specific agent, why is defining a detailed, specialized persona and system prompt considered crucial? Option A. It ensures the agent will never make a mistake or hallucinate. Option B. It primarily reduces the agent's API call costs by making prompts shorter. Option C. It establishes the agent's role, guides Claude's internal reasoning, and outlines its capabilities and constraints for the specific domain. Option D. It allows the agent to function without needing any external tool integrations. The correct answer is, it establishes the agent's role, guides Claude's internal reasoning, and outlines its capabilities and constraints for the specific domain. Here's the explanation. The system prompt and persona are foundational, providing Claude with its identity and guiding its behavior, output style, and decision-making process within its specialized domain. It sets the stage for how Claude will, think, and act as the agent. Question 7. What is the primary reason for employing multi-step workflows in Master Claude AI and Agentic Development? Option A. To enable Claude to generate all necessary code without human intervention. Option B. To overcome limitations of single prompt interactions, such as context window size and complex logic requirements. Option C. To exclusively reduce the computational cost of using large language models. Option D. To eliminate the need for any external tools or API calls. The correct answer is, quote, to overcome limitations of single prompt interactions, such as context window size and complex logic requirements. Here's the explanation. The overview states that multi-step workflows are fundamental when a single prompt or a single invocation of a large language model, LLM, like Claude, is insufficient to achieve a sophisticated goal due to limitations in context window, reasoning depth, or the need for external interactions. Question 8. Which component in a multi-step workflow is responsible for managing the flow, handling state, and deciding when to invoke Claude or external tools? Option A. The individual steps themselves, operating independently. Option B. The orchestrator, which can be a human, script, or another AI agent. Option C. Claude's internal reasoning mechanism exclusively, without external guidance. Option D. A simple message queue, which only passes raw text between components. The correct answer is the orchestrator, which can be a human, script, or another AI agent. Here's the explanation. The Key Features Components section defines the orchestrator as the central component responsible for managing the flow of the workflow. It determines the sequence of steps, handles state, and decides when to invoke Claude or external tools. Question 9. In the iterative execution loop of a multi-step workflow, what is the purpose of state management? Option A. To prevent Claude from accessing any historical information from previous steps. Option B. To maintain and pass relevant information, context, intermediate results, decisions, between different steps. Option C. To strictly limit the workflow to a linear, non-conditional sequence of steps. Option D. To solely generate the final output without incorporating intermediate findings. The correct answer is to maintain and pass relevant information, context, intermediate results, decisions, between different steps. Here's the explanation. The key features components section defines state management as the process of maintaining and passing relevant information, context, intermediate results, decisions, between different steps of the workflow. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.